Good morning. Yay, art. So I've already made the sketch for the costume, but I'm basically gonna mimic this one. But anyway, I am just gonna start working on it. I am going to start with the pants. So my model is actually pretty much symmetrical. So a lot of times when I do the sketch, I don't even bother sketching the opposite side, just because I'm just gonna mirror it anyway. So there's that. Actually, probably want to, before I forget, make this not as dark. I like being able to see through my lines. I am doing my work. Oops, wrong one. Don't need to lock it. So I make everything in vector because then if I want to make it larger, smaller, whatever, I don't get any loss. Okay, about right here. And like so. And it's really easy to adjust points in vector. Okay, game. Or not game. Not a game. It's a way of life. Alright, so the sketch. This one is supposed to be on this one. It's really easy. Well, it was because I was pushing right click instead of left click when I was trying to drag. And you will get error noise all the time. It's just a way of life when you're using Illustrator. See? And look how easy that was. I got a pair of pants. And they're even. And then I make them one piece with that. Magic! So I need to add this color in because I will be using gradients at some point. But right now I am not. So I am just adding the colors that I'm going to be using. I like eyedroppering so that I get the colors as close as I can to the original artwork. That's why, well, plus then I have my reference here. So, all right, let's work on the orange shirt. I'm actually going to make it an actual shirt under the jacket just because it makes things easier if I have to make adjustments to the artwork. But normally you wouldn't really even need to, but it saves me some effort in the long run. And this is actually part of it that is not quite symmetrical. And we'll just go with that. That's fine. Doesn't have to be perfect. Orange! And then I gotta put in some type of shading. I think something like that will do. Usually it's just me flying by the seat of my pants, whatever I feel like doing for that day for some shading, just so that it doesn't lose all of the structure, which is fine. I'm going to bring that in. Okay. So I like cheating. Well, it's not really cheating, but it makes my life easier. So if I need to add these white stripes here, a lot of times, kind of the best way to do it is to add a stroke, like so. Because then your line is actually relatively straight. Because you can see my drawing isn't as good. Oopsie. Here. I think that's a good size. And then if I bring this one down, I can just grab these points, drag them. That's not the point. Grab the point, drag the point over from side to side. Dang it, I didn't make a copy. See, when you're doing art, you mess up a lot. Ay, crap. It's all about trial and error. Okay, so now I have those lines, and then I'm going to have this portion over the top at some point. So where I have these done, they're actually just lines, and I don't want them to be lines. So I'm going to take and expand their appearance. Oh, that's not what I want. I just need these two. I apparently grabbed other things. Expand it. Push OK. And then I can zoom in here and I can take this and oops, looks like there's an extra point. Sometimes you get some random points places. Okay, that's a handle. Never mind. And then I can just fix it to the edge like so. And then I didn't have to actually make a even stripe. It's very much the way I work. I try to make things as easy as I can. Because it's annoying otherwise. So I'm just going to, actually, it's gonna curve a little bit. So we're gonna go like this and maybe like that. So it's not quite straight. Yeah, I always feel like I'm lazy or like I'm cutting corners, and it's never really that. It's more of me like trying to find the easiest way to do something. Because honestly, it's the best way to do things sometimes. All right, I need this to be slightly different color. Just so I know that it's there. I guess I could just add a stroke for now, and then see, now I'm having a problem because I haven't made the actual colors on my palette. So I can't add that color as a stroke. Because that'll remind me, well, actually I can just go with like slightly lighter orange. We'll go with that for now. Yeah, being efficient isn't the same as being lazy. I understand that. But as you can see, that's the beginning of the clothes. Nowhere near finished, just the beginning. I'm not looking forward to doing the bandana. I hate doing bandanas. They're a pain in the ass. Same with the shoes. I hate doing shoes. And I hate drawing feet apparently because I have that. So I'm going to start with my actual shoes. All right, we're going to do like that. And I am only going to make one, and then I am going to copy it because it's symmetrical. But I need the brown colors for the shoes. So I'm going to take this, add that, add this, and add this, and add this. And then I think there is, yeah, there's one more color here. This will help me make some good gradients. All right, it is the first brown. Actually, we'll go with this one. That is fine. It is a given that you push the wrong shortcuts all of the time. And vector is my favorite way to do this kind of stuff. Just because I'm more likely... Oh, got a message. 1 second. I just really like vector. I hated vector until I actually learned how it properly works. But I love it now. It is my favorite way to do art. Just because you have to, like, it's really easy to make changes and there's like no erasing. Hello, baby bun. I'm actually going to make this part lighter and this part the darker version. And then I've got to put that strap that he's got on his shoe right here. See, I could also use a stroke for this, but sometimes I don't care. And this is a point that I actually pretty much don't care. Like so. There we go. And there's the base of the shoe. Now to do the top of the shoe. I hope you had a good evening, Bun. Also, I hope that you had a good night's sleep, Cass, after staying up so late the other night. All right, let's just try to think how I want to do this. And then I need shape for behind the shoe. Dark. And then I make a lot of shapes like this because, once again, lazy. But it helps fill in the space. And then I can adjust these if I want. So I think I'm actually going to add another point here so that I can bring that more like this. Yeah, I like that better. Boot kit. Ended up sleeping in way too much though. Yeah, see, I slept in a lot today because I was really tired. I may or may not be day drinking. Not very much. Just one. Because my husband got me some of the mics, or not the mics, the hard monsters last night, and I wanted one this morning. All right, let's see. Okay, that looks funny, how I drew that. So I am going to adjust. Oh no, now I have the burpees. Okay. Next, I think I'm going to block out the coat. And then we'll work on the detail work, which is like the buckles, the straps, that kind of stuff, and the shading. Okay. So I'm going to need to take that off and block out the coat shape so I can actually see what I am doing. Okay, let's come down just a little bit more. I'm trying to decide if I want it to go over the top of the hip or behind. I don't think it really matters either way. Let's see how he has this go. No, this is going behind. Okay, I need to come the other direction now so that I can actually that is probably where I'm going to go with that. Yeah. Oops. Can't see it. All right, we are going with this color and we're going to add that one as well. Okay, so this looks like I've got this on the wrong layer. Needs to go up here. Yep, I had that on the body layer. Oopsie. Today and tomorrow I'm going to be sending 4 rough designs to our Discord for you and Cass to help me decide. Ooh, I'm excited to see that. I love seeing your little designs. Right, we're going to curve it this way, not like my sketch. And then bring it in a little bit more here. And it needs to go up. So when I draw these, I usually just refine it when I'm at this part of the process because there's no reason. It's just like a guide for me to figure out what, like, I could make this directly on the model instead of doing a sketch, but I like being able to like it makes it easier for me if I sketch it out first than trying to adapt a different character design with different proportions to my actual character. You get to see my bald head right there. All right. So let's add shadow. I like the shadow that they have on there. And range, bring to the front. This color. Okay, the sleeve needs to be more of this color. And then I need actual differentiation between the sleeve and the crease. I think more like that, maybe. Okay. Let's bring these to the front, forward. Range, bring to the front. There we go. Now we got some layering going on here. I think that angle's a little bit off. Okay, more like that. I think that'll work. Okay, now I need to be able to see what I've actually done. Okay, so we've got some type of wonkiness right there. Just take this one off and fix it. There we go. I kind of don't like how sharp I've made that right here. I'm going to just round it a little bit and move this one up so that it looks more natural. A more natural curve. Cass said you're creating this new outfit for a playthrough. Oh, so this is for Deponia. Yeah, this is an outfit I'm making for Deponia. This is the character, the main character of the game. And so I make different outfits for like all of my playthroughs. Some of them I don't, but 90% of them I do. I make little outfits for my my avatar. So like for example, like this is, even though you can kind of see that's the like the main outfit that I've got. I can show some of the other ones. So like I even made ones for, let me see. Like my Coral Island one, I have like a whole bunch of different ones. I can just open these up and show you. So I made a mermaid version, running around in the dino costume version. And then this is the mayor from Coral Island. It's based on Connor. I actually did work on one of them last night that I had done a long time ago. So ignore that. I got to turn everything back on. Ah, everything's on. Okay, so I got to turn off these. And eyes, we want the eyes closed off. We want this off. That's what I get for like saving it with nothing on the model. But yeah, and now she's got the sad face. Let me fix that. All right. Tears. So I actually added the Master Sword, and you can see some of the artwork that I was working from. Sometimes I just trace things like this. I just traced an image and made it the vector for my style. But I also have my Royal Guard costume, which I really like. So it really depends on the game. I haven't ended up using this one yet, but I will at some point. Oh, that's awesome. It's nice to meet you, Momoki. Yeah, Cass has been hanging out with us for the last little while. Probably neglecting his his other friends. Actually, I'm gonna save that so that I don't have to. But yeah, I've got so many. So um like I also have the Zelda one, this one that I made so that I could play the Echoes of Wisdom. So I had a lot of fun with that one. But yeah, I'm just trying to make this one so that I actually have an actual costume instead of just wearing my regular one. Like I have so many that I haven't even used. Like my Cult of the Lamb one I haven't used. So like this one has everything turned off because I was saving it to put it on my model. But yeah, I could actually open the models and go through them. But I don't know, is there one that you want to see? Because I've shown off lots of them to before. Like I have 16 different like games, so to say. Some of them have multiple models. But like my Mario one, I had a lot of fun making this one. I actually made this one on stream as well. It's like a combination between Waluigi, Wario. But it's for my Mario games. I didn't want to be just straight up Mario. Same, I gotta go through my update. Oh yeah. Yeah, see that's the thing is that's why I'm like, I just want to make new ones because it is a lot of fun. Momo's fine if you want to call me that. Cass actually hangs out in Discord sometimes whilst he watches your streams. Been hearing about you. Okay, well, good. I'm glad it's good things because with him, you never know. And I'm kidding. Of course, he's a good person, good friend. We give him a lot of crap sometimes though. Okay. So I've got that half blocked out, so I'm gonna wait to do the back portion until I block out the other. So let's grab all of these and make a copy. Reflect copy. Oh no. We're gonna group it real quick just to make it easier. Oh look, magic. Other side of the coat. And I didn't have to do any. Oh shit. No. Why is it doing that? There we go. I'm messing up my shortcuts between Photoshop and Illustrator right now. So we've got this. And we will go like so. And then this one is the one that needs to go on this particular layer down here so that it is behind the body. And then I guess it doesn't really need to be that dark, but I don't know. It needs to be darker than that. We'll go with that for now. Folding laundry only takes so much. See, that's the thing is I should be folding laundry now instead of doing this. I have so much laundry that I'm trying to get done. Like, so much laundry. I may or may not have like gotten pseudo yelled at by my husband. Not really, but he was like, "Yeah, we have so much laundry that needs to be done." Let's bring that over. That one needs to come over here. There we go. All right, so this needs to come over just a hair. All right, that looks pretty good. So now that I have that blocked out, you can see that it's starting to get there, but there's no shape. There's no, like, I should have made the cuffs before I totally missed those. Just do it like that. And then that needs to be just slightly lighter than whatever the color of the coat was. And it's easy to just eyedropper. Right. Transform, reflect. Nope. All right. Trying to decide if this needs to go behind or not. I want it over the top here, but I want it behind that. That's fine. My hands can be slightly hidden. Okay, so the next phase is the bandana and then the straps. Yeah, I love the copy and pasting that way. Definitely like and merging things together. So once I found out about the Pathfinder in Illustrator, that was like the best thing that like ever for like we're gonna make this pretty symmetrical, I think. Best thing ever for like working in Illustrator and in Vector. Okay, we're gonna go with this and I am just gonna reflect it. Nope. Then you have to remember you have to actually click on the object and not just the path that you made, and then it makes the path instead. I swear that like every designer is this way. They're like, oh, I screwed that up. Gotta go back. All right, let's put this and merge them. And then move this over a little bit so that I can set it up that way. All right, now I gotta make this actually fit my model. All right, and then I'm going to take this and that is not how I wanted it, but that will work. And that. That way. And just throw this one in there. Copy. that one's going to be a little bit different. It's showing on that side for some reason. I need to take off my art or my sketch so I can actually see what's going on here. Okay. It's kind of hard to see what's actually going on when you have a sketch over the top. Okay, so we want, and when you're not zoomed in, you don't know exactly where your lines are meeting up. Right, I need this one actually to go more like, I think that is going to work. All right, we'll remove this one. Transform, reflect, copy. There we go. I think that's good enough. Doesn't have to be 100% perfect. Nobody's going to see slight pixel misalignment. All right, and then I got to do the knot and the little thing. And I am going to actually, because I want it pretty much the same shape, so I am going to just trace this because I like the way theirs looks. And I want it to kind of look the same. I'm going to have to make it probably a bit smaller. And I'm going to rotate it just a tiny bit. Probably not even going to be able to see this because of the hair. But it's there, right? And now I got to make the knot, which is just going to be a randomly shaped bean. It is a bean. And then let's add just a tiny bit of shading to this. All right, that will work. Group those. All right, now to do the shading on the actual collar or the scarf. See, now it's really starting to look like him. And then I can start working on the gradients that I'm going to use to add some depth to the color or to the clothing. I do need to do his hat too. Almost forgot about that. So let's figure out the shading on the neckerchief thing first. Take off the hair again. Come on. There we go. Trying to figure out how I want to do this. And probably like so. I think that works. I think that gives it enough of a depth there. All right, now I need to do some of the detail work here. And like I did before, Like, I have worked so hard on figuring out how to make things a little bit easier for myself with the like belts and straps and things like that, especially after I made this particular one. Let me show you. Final Fantasy X. I hated making this one. The straps and stuff. And then the straps on the Zelda one, this one right here, the Royal Guard costume, trying to get these braided ones. Like, I tried drawing each little thing and then I'm like, no, why am I doing it this way? I'm making it so hard on myself. So I actually just did the what do you call it? The stroke, and then I added detail to it to make it look like it was a braided rope. But yeah, I really want to play Final Fantasy X, and I am totally excited about like dressing up as Lulu. I always wanted her costume, like to make her costume when I was younger. But yeah, I never actually cosplayed as her. I did have my husband did make me a costume one year of a kind of a steampunky white mage. I really liked that. Right, and then this one kind of this way instead of the sagging down, because that kind of looks actually needs to go over the hip over here and then down about right here. Okay, I think that will work because it kind of is supposed to be on the side a little bit. I think those will work for a start. And then, no, it must be have something else. Expand appearance, object, expand. Okay, there we go. Now I've got the belts. This needs to be underneath this one, so I need to send this one back behind the coat. All right. And then just adjusting these ends just makes it so much easier to like keep the same thickness. This one also needs to be behind. Oops, wrong button. There we go. So I didn't notice on here, but there are pouches, the same pouches on each side when I was drawing it originally. So I will have to add a few extra pouches. Okay, that's for that pouch. Do the actual top of the pouch. Zoom out here. So they're the exact same color, just with a line. Just gonna group those. Transform, reflect, not rotate. Transform, reflect. Copy. Nope. Transform, reflect. Copy. See how it looks with the one on that side. This one's gonna have to be adjusted though. Like that. Okay, so I'm gonna work on, like, I'll put those pouches on the other side once I've actually, like, finish them up. That'll work for that pouch and just like so. All right, we'll make those change bring to the front. Okay. Heaven's sakes. I think it's time to start working on getting some of the gradients going. Yeah, I did use the tablet to sketch, but I didn't do it on stream. And yeah, you were snoring away while I was working on this. All right. Gotta decide what I'm gonna... Oh, I need to make her the hat. So I need to make the... It does look kind of weird not having ears. Like, yes, she does have ears. They're up there, but make this look more like the hat that he's got on. And then I need the band. That holds the goggles. I have never played Deponia, but I have watched my husband play it. So I'm kind of going in blind, but not really. Like, I've seen some of it. Okay, so it does have a dip right there. Do I care that it has a dip right there? That is the question. I don't think it's necessary. Okay, so this one needs to be... Sorry. I'm drinking a drink that is very carbonated and it is making me burp, and I'm not enjoying that right now. Okay, we'll just call that good for now. So when that's put over the top, it looks okay. Okay. I think I'm going to start working on getting the coloring proper. And the shading and stuff. So. I know the dip is for the goggles. I know. It's just, do I want to put it in? Fine, I'll put it in just because you are talking about it. Okay, there we go. Dip. There you go. There's a dip right there. Does that make you happy, Frost? Does that make you happy? I put the dip in. I'm not being lazy anymore. Okay, I'm going to start with, I think, the pants. So usually I'm trying to decide if I want it this direction. I think that probably would be the best. They are two separate things, and I do know that they're two separate things. I just didn't want to have to do it. All right, so we're going to put a linear gradient, and we're going to put in the different colors here. I need it to be a little bit less harsh. Diffuse it a little bit. And then I'm going to put in this, and then I'm going to put in this again, get rid of that. There we go. Make this a little bit more towards the center. Diffuse this a little bit. And this way. And this way a little. So that at least gives me some shape there. I'm probably going to throw in some more shading or line work through here. But that at least gives me the rounded effect. I can also layer over another gradient, but that at least gives us a start on that. Like, he doesn't have any detail in the pants, and that kind of bothers me because you kind of need detail. Otherwise, it's just hello, there's nothing there. So then I've got to go on like my own tangent here, and maybe add some. Does it need balls? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It needs balls. Who paints details? No. Yeah, I'm not liking how that turned out. Actually, wait. He does look like he does, doesn't he? Like, it's very much, there's a bulge there. The unsightly bulge. So yeah, I need an actual differentiation between like it needs a fly on the pants. So maybe I will do this instead. Let's get rid of it. No, that's not what I wanted, but that's fine. I can just move it up. No. I just about said game again. Game? You're not a cooperating game. It's not a game. So let's see. And then adding some shading here. We'll have to see how it ends up working. It needs to be darker. Bulge for the balls specifically. Yeah. All right, I'm going to put on like a line, like a shadow here for like where the waistband would be. And I think I'm going to just do actual line. I always try to make all the lines that I do that are specifically lines to be like I'm not going to have them be strokes, because if you do a stroke and you change the actual size, the stroke stays the same even though you like, let me show you for example. So say I have this square and I have a 2-point or 4 points line. Well, I want to make this bigger. Well, the line stays the same. Versus if you expand the line, object expand, and then you make it larger, it expands proportional to what your other is. So this is why if you are going to be enlarging things, you want to expand your strokes if you want them to stay the same, unless you want them to continually be the 4 points. A lot of people make this mistake when they make logos and things, and they don't expand their artwork. So, but yeah, I need to actually make Bunny Bun her logo for her streaming at some point. So that's at least giving it a little bit more depth. I will add maybe pockets or something. I really technically could have just like grabbed the pants that I made on. Ow. Painful. Let's make the little triangular thing below the knee here. And I need to take the stroke off, of course. Add, oh. Okay, I need to take the stroke off. All right, let's do the stroke here. Then I need to go here. There we go. Finished it off. Right. And then add the shadow in the creases here, which I totally did not get that in the right position. There we go. Amazing shot Frost makes. Well, he's terrible. Terrible person. Sending a shuriken right in my kneecap. If it was an arrow to the knee. Well, that's your fault that I moved it. Or not. That's your fault you weren't quick enough. Alright, I don't like that over there. I think that's good enough. I'll put one up here instead. Okay, there is a wonky little point here. I'm gonna fix that. Look, magic! It's fixed. And we'll do that. Fix that. Okay. I think that's good enough for that, at least. Why does that seem so much darker? That would be because of the gradient! Yay! That'll work. See, now they look visually the same color instead of not being. Okay, transform, reflect, copy, grab, shift, move them over. Are you planning to start playing today? Because I was going to play if I had the chance to play. Meaning, if we don't go grocery shopping. So we can go grocery shopping and then I can play later. I was going to wait and see what you wanted to do. Husband of mine. I know that our oldest needs to go get some things. Range, bring to the front. You're in ads? Oh no! Yeah, we need to go grocery shopping. Definitely. That's what I was talking about. That's why I wasn't sure when. Yeah, but I'm not gonna play Deponia if you're not here because you're the one that wants to see me play it. So I am going to be a good partner and make sure that I am here for you because this is what you wanted me to play. That's why you bought it for me. I'm not gonna play web fishing. Fishing is wrong. I hate fishing. No fishing. All right, I think I'm actually going to add a stroke to this. If it will let me add a stroke. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to object, expand appearance. Object, expand. That way there is a little bit of a... Let's bring all of this up front here. Arrange, bring to front. There we go. See, now that has a little bit more interest in there. I need to still have some shadows here. Like I have it on the one side, but it's not picking it up because it's not quite dark enough. Transform, reflect. Copy. Don't want it to look like, I don't know, something weird. I don't know if that's going to work. That's not working how I want it to. Let's bring this up here. So, and then I need just some shading across here. Like that. Maybe bring that back. Yeah, that works. I don't think it needs to be that dark though. Let's do this. That's a little bit better. I say take a break, go shopping if you feel up to it, play tonight. See, that's what I was planning to do, was possibly playing tonight. I know that Frost wants to watch me play, so I'm definitely going to. I love how this looks like it actually has a gradient, but it's a solid color because it matches in with the actual gradient that I made. It's kind of cool. Okay, I think that's decent enough for now for the pants. I think I can move on to something else, though I do need to adjust this because it is a little bit dark. I think it needs to go just a hair that way. Maybe diffuse it a little bit. No, right there. I think that looks good. That looks a little bit more symmetrical. See how much it improves it just adding that gradient. Just added so much to it. All right. Now I'm going to do the boots so that she doesn't just have one boot on. All right. I'm going to need to take this and move that inside. We're going to go with a gradient on this. So I'm going to go like this. Delete these out. I think that one is the color I would want. It's a lot of just playing around until you find what you actually how you want it to look. A lot of playing around. Like this one is not tons of difference, but it does give it like just a little bit of a round. Playing the game. What you talking about? What do you mean?
A boot.
Huh?
Boot.
What am I talking about? Oh, got it. I was like, what the heck are you talking about? I don't understand, person. I think it's hilarious that my husband's just like, he's just great. I just like him so much. All right, let's throw that in there. Make this look a little bit more. Oh no, I hate when that happens. Throw those on there. Move it a little bit more towards this side. More roundness. Okay, so this one where it's the tip of the toe, I'm actually gonna do a radial. But I need to take that off and I need to swap this directions. And then I'm actually going to adjust where it hits and bring it more towards the top. Like that. I think I didn't mess. I think it needs a little bit more brightness to this. So I think I'm going to go with this instead. And then maybe throw this one in as well. I think that looks pretty good. Looks like a nice, I think it needs to be moved just a hair though. Want it more like this, and I actually want it larger, so I'm gonna have to actually make larger. Like so. And then this, very simple, just throw in the darkest colors I've got and make it more of a linear with the darks on the edges. Like so. Did you know that I haven't saved this once? I haven't saved it once. Oh God, I'm so glad you reminded me to save. Next I'll be drawing on the wrong layer. Yeah, I've already done that a few times. Okay, so this needs a buckle on this side, so I will do the buckle real quick before I, and then the shading, and then I will actually turn it, like make the second one. So I'm going to add a shadow here. I don't know if it needs to come down that far. I don't think it needs to come down that far. So easy fix, just poop. Perfection. So shadow here. Shadow here. Little blob there. Though I think those are actually, yeah, we want shadow. We don't need a gradient for the shadow at this point. That looks kind of funny. I'm just going to remove that one. I don't like that, how that one looks. Okay. A turkey leg. Turkey peg. All right. Another good way to make like buckles and stuff is to actually use the rounded corner rectangle. And if you've never used it before, you have to pick a corner radius. And I never know what corner radius I need because it depends on like the size that you're making. So I tend to just try to guess, and I think that actually works really well. And then you can do what I did before and make a buckle this way, but you can actually set it so that it does it on the inside only, and then it makes it nice and square on the inside. So my buckle now is going to, be actually a buckle. So then I can go object, expand appearance, object, expand, and then I need to pick the gold color. And then I can rotate this like so. And then I have a buckle. I'm gonna make it a little smaller that way, like that. And unlike their drawing, I'm actually gonna make it look like a actual buckle. So I'm trying to remember. So let's make a tiny little thing like that. And attach it here. Nope. Right there. Like so, and then I need, so it goes in and out, and then it needs a so. And that one needs to be light, a little bit lighter. Just a hair lighter. And arrange. Bring to front. Haha! A buckle. You know, you're never going to see my feet. I don't know why I'm worried about this so much, but occasionally you'll see the feet. Like, very, 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 very rarely. Arrange, bring to front. See? Now there's a buckle on there. And it looks good. And now I just make a copy of these. All right, I need to actually lock the body there. Group that, transform, reflect, copy. And then I actually need, I must have missed this. Transform, reflect, copy, drag that over, and then arrange, send back. And I gotta line this up properly. And looks like I need to adjust this as well. And we're done with the feet. Hooray! And they look like feet and boots. This is making me happy. This is actually turning out better than I was expecting. And it's always a process. Always a process. Only $20 for the feet pics, everyone. All right. I can add a gradient to this. Linear. Rid of these. So like that, and then this one, and then this one. Not much difference between these colors. Maybe I'll go with a little bit lighter so that it has a little bit more depth there. I just got a photo from my dad. Aw. I'll have to show that to my kids. My parents are at Disneyland. So he was sending me a picture of a cat statue. Because I like cats. And I said to him that I think my daughter would also really like to see that. All right, so got a pound coin, a piece of gum, and a used H&M gift card on that cover. That's funny. That's really funny. Okay. Let's do linear. I might actually have to break this into different pieces, but I think it will actually work fine. I think it's supposed to be that color. And I think we'll go with, no, where is the darker purple one? Not purple, reddish. That's the darker one. Throw that in there. I do like how that turned out. What about putting this on here as well? Kind of like how that turned out. Oh, shoot. It's grouped, so it added them to all of them instead of just the ones that I wanted them on. I was not very smart when I grouped all of that together. All right, this needs to be lighter. So this needs to be the lighter one without that. I think it needs actually even lighter than that. So let me just add this to, all right, that's perfect. Now I can do linear. Then I throw this one in. This one. That'll give me more of a, then I'm going to change the direction to be more like that, I think. Right, and do the same this, and then this one needed to be just a solid shadow. I'm pretty sure. I think it needs to be the darker version of that right there. Yeah, that works. I'm going to adjust this one. That will work. Oh, well, they're on their way back from Disneyland. They're at the airport. I didn't know when they were coming home. I just trade feet for feet. I'm broke if. Yeah. All right, I think that looks okay. Let me take the hair off and see how it turned out. Yeah, that works. I think that works. I think this is a little bit on the dark side. Let me just lighten this up just a hair. Yeah, that works a little bit better. All right, so I actually am just going to delete this one out, and then I will replace it. And I've got to fix this area right here where it looks like it is overlapping weird. Okay, not that one. I need to adjust this one. There we go. And then I'll adjust this just a little bit more. There we go. Much better. Right, this needs to go behind the coat. So the whole coat needs to actually come above. So this bandana is pretty much just needs the shading. So I'm actually going to group all this together so I can bring this to the front when I bring this to the front. group, arrange, bring to the front. There we go. It's all about layering. It's what it is all about. Edit, redo. I thought I actually did something that I shouldn't have done. Grab this and bring that in. That looks pretty good for his coat. Other than this needs to, I missed this. Arrange, bring to the front. Okay, I need to make this a gradient as well. I think this gradient is going to be pretty close to what I need, but I want it this direction. Like that. Maybe. Oh, that works. I guess that works. All right, this needs to go in with this and be grouped, and then transform, reflect, copy with this. Transform, reflect. I thought I grouped that together, but apparently I didn't. There we go. All right. Orange. Linear. Orange. 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 Get rid of these. Centered more. Like so. New color. I think adding that in might be a good idea. I think I'm going to add this as a stroke. Object, expand. Okay. Object, expand. Okay, it's already expanded then. That way it has a little bit of a definition. We need the buttons, which are white. And one more right there. No! There. Move this one over. Like so. Save that. I think that looks pretty good. All right, now to add gradients to this. Linear. That's not what I need. First thing I need to do is actually add these colors to my palette so I can mess with them. You can't really add colors to gradients unless you actually have them on your palette, which is a pain in the ass, honestly. Because a lot of times you're like, well, I need to have this color be a little bit different. You can actually, though, add a color here. So if I wanted it to have like kind of a purpley color here for the dark portion, I can like take this and like delete out and just add that in like that, which is actually kind of nice. Move that out of the way. And actually, I'm going to change the direction this way. And then I'm just gonna add, oops, not what I was in. No! Just make a new one of these. And then there, and then add this in again. Actually, I kind of like more like this. I think that looks good. All right. I need to do some of the detail work now. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to continue. I'm done. I want to be done. It definitely takes some time to make these. But I think it looks decent, I guess. I kind of want to add some shading in here. Kind of like this. Okay, come on. Why isn't it moving down? I guess I can go arrange back. Guess that works. Okay, so I need to work on these pouches. So the pouches actually need to be to the front. But the belts need to be behind. Oh gosh. That startled the crap out of me. That wasn't very nice. You're not very nice, Frost. And I can hear the internal giggling. Right, so here. And the brown. That's not brown, that's the purpley brown. That's the brown I want. Add another one. That's still the wrong brown. There we go. And then I need to change the direction to be this way. And actually kind of want, no, this way or this way. This way? No, more this way. Got to get at the right angle that I want. Okay, bring that more that way. That works. Pouch. Perfection. Good. Good enough. Another pouch right next to it. Look, magic. Pouches. And then group them. Not ungroup. Group them. Group, group, group. Transform, reflect. Copy. And up here. More pouches. Ammo pouches. Don't know why I haven't gotten any channel points this entire time. Has anyone had this problem? You haven't been getting channel points? Huh. I have never had a problem with getting channel points. So I have no idea. Let's go with... Or like that. Oh, I have to keep track too. I'm sorry that you're not getting any channel points. I don't have any control over who gets them and who doesn't. Maybe it's because you're not actually watching and because you suck. How about that? I'm sorry you don't suck. I love you, person that is my person. Well then, suck part? Well then, suck... What? I don't understand what you're trying to say. But it set 5 minutes 1 point. I didn't mess with the channel points. I don't think I have a choice of... Let me look. Is it because of the points that we set up with I think I know what happened. I think it's the Stream Elements one that we turned on the other day. Though it's supposed to be 5 points every 10 minutes. Maybe that's what did it? I turned that off just in case. I don't think that has anything to do with Twitch points, though. That is not what I wanted. I wanted a dashboard. Channel points. Yeah, it doesn't have a setting where I can change how much channel points you guys get. It's not that I've seen. You just got 500? Huh. I don't know. Maybe there was something going on. I don't know. I turned off the thing from Stream Elements, so that's the only thing that I've done. So I don't know if it disables the other points, if... I don't know. I have no idea. Let's put the hair back on so I can actually see how this is going to look. All right, let's make these little doohickeys that he's got here. His goggles. I'm not going to do something bad. No. Why would I do that? I'm getting lazy. I don't want to have to figure out how to do the angles on these. Oops, I totally missed that. There we go. I kind of feel bad tracing this, but I don't want to have to actually make it. It's fine. They're kind of a funky shape anyway, so
How far Zerost Manx asked me, will Everrain have fun playing Deponia? Oh, fuck, Everrain's gonna have a blast with Deponia. It's a wild ride chock full of quirky characters and a damn chaotic world. They'll be knee-deep in shenanigans before you know it. You ever see a duck in a bread store? That's how crazy it gets. Can't wait to see how they handle the mayhem. Keep your eyes peeled, could be a real hoot and a half.
I'm excited actually to play it. It's definitely a interesting game. Right, we need to trim that. And we will delete out this and this. Actually, I needed to redo this. So I'm going to trim this from that one. Okay, and then actually need to delete that. Oh no! Fine, I'm saving. I need to delete this out and this. And this little piece. No, not that. Okay, so I have this. Save, copy that, delete that out. I would have to make this a lot harder on myself. Right, let's flip this. Then edit, paste in place. I take this and I cut that out of this. Delete that out. Then set this, range send to back. Range send to back. All right, that gives me the little shapey shape. And then I just need to make these this. not what I want. This one needs to go to the back. And group that together, and I have the goggle. It needs to go like right there. Like right there. And then I can go, because it's not reflect, copy. Move this one in just a little bit. Rotate this. Oopsie. Rotate like that, and rotate this one a little bit like that. And now I have the goggles! Yay! And I just realized I messed around and I lost my... Did I have this up the entire time? I don't think I did. Well, poo. I forgot. I forgot to open up my model. Oopsie! You get to see all of my back end shit. There we go. Much better. No, it's fine. I didn't mean to not have it up. I just forgot about it. It's my own fault. But look how cute it is! I think it turned out really good. I think it turned out really good. I need to put on these little things on and then do the little straps for his goggles coming down. I think those are the last two things that I need. But I think it looks really good. I think it turned out really good. I'm happy with it. I wasn't very happy with it, like, the process of it, I'm not very happy with, like, getting to this point. Like, when I was first starting it, I was like, I really don't like this. And I didn't know why I didn't like it, but yeah. All right, that will do for that. And let's fix this corner, because for some reason that is flipping it around. And then make a just group these, transform, reflect, copy. I don't know if this is even going to show on this side. I guess I can actually make it show by going like that. And I think I'm going to rotate that out just a little bit. Move it up there. Okay, and then I needed his little thing on the lapel here. That I think I'm just going to do as one of these. Actually, it needs to be opposite. Like that. Object, expand. Okay. Because it's kind of round, kind of square. Won't see much of it. Reflect. Copy. Because my hair kind of hides it, but they're there. They're just hidden. See? There we go. I think it turned out really good. And now I get to make it into a PNG tuber. So you get to see me mess with that. Okay, so I do have all of these layers, all of the different objects and things. I can, this actually only needs to be, I think 2, maybe 1. I think it actually only needs to be the costume. I think the hat and everything can be together with how I built it. So let's go ahead and remove this stuff off so you can't see it. And then I gotta take all of this stuff off below and everything above. So pretty much just need this file to, now I could mess with it so that everything bounced independently, things like that. I'm not too worried about that because I'm not going to mess with it right now. This is how I've set up most of them anyway, so I'm just going to stick with that for now. So I just save it as my PNG. And I go in here and I find my correct one. And I'm just going to save it. So technically I have to do this on my other computer, but I can actually just transfer the file if I really wanted to, but... Oh, look! It's my Lexi model. I forgot. That's the one I had up. This one is for... I made for a friend of mine. So... let's see. Okay, so this doesn't actually have the files in there because I haven't put them in there. So I actually need to go and grab them from Deponia here and just copy this. Actually, we'll just need to make a new folder. New folder number 16, Deponia, which didn't need to be all caps, but I guess it's caps now. And then I need to copy it in here. So in this particular program, I'm actually going to have to load my standard model. I actually have mine very, very large. So I'm going to completely delete the body. Oh no! I'm a disembodied head and tail. And then Deponia, and I can just add that in. And then I just need to move the stuff around layer-wise. So it's actually not really that bad. And then I need to move the tail back. And I need to move the ears back. And look, it's done. It's a fully functional PNG tuber model. So then I just save it as models, Deponia. Just gotta name it. Yay! I'm ready! And then I do have my toggles, because... Oh, wrong keyboard. So I don't know how I have... Oh, I don't have the toggles on this one. But I do have my crying and my angry over here. So I just have to take this same file and I will update it over here. So give me a second. I need to actually email myself the file because that's the easiest way for me to transfer it between my two computers. But yeah, there's a lot of different things you can do with this program. I keep mine pretty much to the bare minimum because I like being able to quickly change things if I wanted to. Let me get into my email real quick. And we can modify this one. Okay. Download that. And snooze. Okay. I am going to. Did I download? Yeah, I did download. Okay, so I got to open up this, which I guess you can see me do it again this way on here. It's just actually kind of just showing part of it. I can get rid of this. So I will go into this so you can kind of see it better. It's just the same thing that I'm going to do here. But yeah, I need my other keyboard. Escape. I should have just done it on this one instead, but I like having them on both just because I do. All right, let's get into here. And I go escape and Windows E. I guess you can't really see me doing everything on this. So it does make it better that you did see on the other side. Let me copy that. New folder. 16. Deponia. And paste. Okay. So like I did before, just deleting that out. Adding in my Deponia file. Setting it to the back. Ears to the back, hair to the back. Actually, the ears need to go behind that. The tail. There we go. I was pushing the wrong button. And then the ears. There we go. My Deponia model is finished. So you got to see the back side of my production here. Next stream, wall art graffiti. Yeah, I need to do that. So on my like over on this wall, I kind of want to have like in the stream starting screen or the stream ending screen have artwork from games that I've actually played on there. So yeah, I gotta change to the other one. There we go. Now you can see the full thing, the full model. So, yep, there it is. I will probably be on later, maybe playing it tonight with my model. I just have some stuff I need to get done. I was working on this while my husband was waking up. You're now ready to save goal. Oh, her name's Goal. I'm sitting there going like, oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah. So the character that he is in love with, her name is Goal. So yeah. But yeah, I do have some emotes that work with all of my models. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me while I worked on this. I appreciate you guys. I will see you guys around. And bye for now.